Ghanatube so na muhwe mu number 1 channel news ekoso ani de eba e wo man mu ne yeko hwehwe no papa na ya so na so da be mu na mahu na mate ensem ekoso ani de eba e wo man mu na emo ne ensem no go na se ye di ebeto dwa na se ye ti a mu eyedu e de maye se ye be ka te na so mo beko akoti ensem ekoso ani de eba e wo man mu na se ye ba ne ye ka ho ne ye de beso so e de ama yahwefo.
Well, producer price inflation is down significantly. It's been a long while it's been this low, actually. So good signs. It means that basically the rate at which the price of producers increases in the country has slowed down significantly, which is good. We hope it translates in our pockets soon. Truly. To the details. Now, hello there. Good evening. Welcome to the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Before I bring you our top story now, head of legal and prosecution at the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoko Leo Anthony Siama, has revealed that the agency has recovered over 79 million cedis and 200 million cedis in assets between 2023 and 2024. Yoko also seized or restrained more than 60 vehicles and confiscated property as the average change in ex-factory prices received by domestic producers for their goods and services significantly decreased to 10.2% in May 2025. This marks a significant 8.3 percentage point drop from the 18.5% recorded in April 2025, representing the fourth consecutive month decline in producer inflation. There is more in the following report.
Latest report from the Ghana Statistical Service (GSS) shows that the 10.2% producer price inflation rate is the lowest recorded since November 2023, signaling a rapid disinflationary trend at the producer level. On a month-on-month basis, the average prices received by producers for their goods and services experienced a deflation of 4.2% between April and May 2025. This means that producers were, on average, earning 4.2% less for their products in May compared to April. The significant decline in producer inflation was primarily driven by positive trends in two key sectors. Mining and quarrying contributed 10.6 percentage points to the decline, and manufacturing contributing 9.5 percentage points. Together, these two sectors accounted for a substantial 78.7% for the overall PPI decline. As these sectors are vital to Ghana's industrial growth, the GSS views this as a window for stabilization, investment, and responsible spending. The GSS highlighted that if businesses pass on this stability in input prices, consumers could benefit from a reduction in overall inflation in the coming months. Conversely, producers and manufacturers may face tighter profit margins and increased competition due to the falling prices. The overall outlook for producer inflation appears optimistic, with most sectors experiencing either price stability or declines.
We'll turn our attention now to the currency and the commodities market. And that'll be all for the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Up next, the sports.
An organized crime office and the Attorney General are investigating former head of IT at Ghana's mission in Washington, D.C., Fred Kwarteng. He is alleged to have been engaged in fraudulent diversion of consular service payments. The minister was briefing Parliament on the issue earlier today.
Mr. Speaker, you can comprehend that a substantial sum he earns annually, after adding fees for assisting applicants in completing their visa and passport forms, which, as I've emphasized, was an illegal enterprise, not approved under our fees and charges.
For any for some cost our money more can edit no, and I just say a really good I wish you would na also enjoy our fine some not which a fair Eddie and mammy ever comment section home. Janko and Yanko T near to us.
This act by analysis made by the audit team, the fact-finding team, which is a team, as I've said earlier, made up of distinguished. These are funds that were derived from unauthorized operations. It has become imperative to invite the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, and the Attorney General to investigate, trace the proceeds, and prosecute Fred Kwarteng and his collaborators, as instructed by the President. Mr. Speaker, I'm glad to inform you that the ministry has promptly done. The investigation also revealed that the Auditor General's office had raised concerns about the embassy's operations and financial management some 2 years ago. Specifically, the audit findings highlighted issues with procurement practices and financial accountability, which seem to have been ignored or inadequately addressed. Right Honourable Speaker, the investigations revealed that Fred Kwarteng's company, GTC, was initially jointly owned with his ex-wife, which raises additional questions about the nature of their business relationship and potential conflict of interest. Admissions from Fred Kwarteng himself when he met the audit finding team, as well as current and former staff of the embassy, confirm that he did not act alone in this matter. It appears that there may have been a network of individuals involved in this web of corruption, which underscores the need for thorough investigation and accountability.
The basis for the investigations, or the basis of this alleged corruption, and I use the word alleged with great emphasis. What is the basis of it? The basis of it is, to simplify it, is that the mission in Washington is supposed to have gotten into a certain arrangement with Mr. Kwarteng's company.
And away from Parliament, the Human Rights Court has dismissed the interlocutory injunction filed by the former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to restrain the special prosecutor from declaring him wanted. Lawyers of the former Finance Minister on March 27 filed the motion asking the High Court to order the Office of the Special Prosecutor to remove his name from the list of wanted persons, among other reliefs. On February 12, the OSP announced that Mr. Ofori-Atta was a fugitive from justice, citing his failure to respond to invitations for questioning of allegations of corruption and corruption-related offences, including release of funds for the construction of the National Cathedral. The former Finance Minister then sued the Special Prosecutor and the office for declaring him wanted and a fugitive from justice. Ofori-Atta subsequently filed an injunction motion seeking to restrain the OSP from further publishing his name and photographs on its social media pages. He prayed the court to also order the institution to immediately remove his name from the OSP's list of wanted persons and prevent future reference of him as a fugitive of justice. In his ruling, however, Justice Kwame Amoako noted that the former Finance Minister's motion failed to meet the requirements for the grant of interlocutory injunction. He therefore dismissed the injunction and awarded a cost of 5,000 cedis against Ken Ofori-Atta.
Ha ena mbra me kwan mi si fe wonsem ayekoso eni de eba e wo man Michelle ena ye premier ha e Ghanatube so makram.